everyone, and welcome to my channel, Cooking for the Family. I'm Dyvonne. Today I'm going to share with you my spinach dip that I have been making for over 25 years. This is the spinach dip that we had at my baby shower. My oldest son is 26, so I've been making this dip for a long time. So first what I do is I'm using this 10-ounce box of frozen chopped spinach. You want to get the frozen chopped spinach, okay? Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to microwave this for about 30 seconds to a minute. We do want to go ahead and defrost it. It's going to defrost. It's going to cook just a little bit and it's going to get warm. So while that's doing that for about a minute, you can, depending on your microwave, you may need to do it for about a minute and a half up to 2 minutes. Then I have 2 stalks of green onions. You want to make sure that you wash your green onions, and then we go ahead and we slice and we're going to chop them. We're only going to be using the green parts up to the light green parts, not the white parts. The reason being is the white parts of the green onion is very strong and it just will end up overpowering your dip. So you just want to use the green parts, and when it comes to the green onion, you can use 2 like I'm using, you can use 3 or up to 4, and that's depending on your taste, but I find that 2 has really worked well over the years. Now once I take the spinach out of the microwave, I make sure that I don't have any of the ice crystals in there, and then I also like to just give it a quick mix. Now what you want to do, and this is a really important step, is that you want to squeeze out and press out any excess water from the spinach, and there will be excess water from you cooking it that little bit and defrosting it. You're going to have that excess water. You want to do this because if not, your dip is going to be very soupy, and all that liquid is going to end up being in your dip, and so you don't want that. So you want to make sure that you take your time and press, and I'm just using my strainer here and my spoon. I press, mix around the spinach and press again, and you see you're going to end up with this a lot of excess liquid right here, this excess water. So be sure that you do that step and press very firm and well. Now next in my bowl, I'm going to be putting in some sour cream, and I'm going to use 1 cup of sour cream. This is a cold spinach dip that I'm making today, but I also have a warm spinach dip that I also make with artichokes and Parmesan cheese and garlic. And that dip, I make it in my crock pot, and in the description box below, I'll put a link to that vlog if you'd like to check that out. Now next we're going to put in 1 cup of mayonnaise. So for our sour cream and for our mayonnaise, we're doing 1 cup each. Now if you like your dip to be just a little bit creamier, you can boost up your sour cream from 1 cup to 1.5 cups. In the description box below, I will have a list of all the ingredients you need to make this spinach dip. I have a small can of water chestnuts, but we're not going to put them in just yet. First I'm going to go ahead and put in my spinach, and we're also going to put in our chopped green onion. Now when it comes to the water chestnuts are going to give the dip that nice extra texture, that nice extra crunch. Now the can that I'm using does come with chestnuts that are already diced. I like to dice them a little bit smaller. Now with the water chestnuts, I'm only going to be using 1/2 cup of diced water chestnuts. Some people like them, some people don't. They really don't have a particular taste to me, but I'll leave that up to you. But that little bit of crunch that a lot of people expect in spinach dip comes from that ingredient. Next I'm going to use 1 pack of the Knorr's veggie recipe mix. This is a 1.4 ounce pack. Now back in the day, they actually used to have a spinach dip recipe on the back of that package, and that's been probably close to 30 years ago now. Now the recipe that I'm making is pretty close to that original one that was about 30 years ago or so. So once I put in the veggie mix, then I go ahead, you want to make sure that you break up your spinach and you're making sure that all of your ingredients are really well blended. Now I don't serve my dip right away after mixing it. I actually like to cover my dip, put it in the refrigerator for at least a couple of hours. You can even make it overnight. And what I like to do is I like to wait that couple of hours or even overnight, so that way the veggie mix has really a chance to just marry with all the other ingredients, and also the veggie dip helps it to dissolve. So it helps it to dissolve into the other ingredients, and I end up with a much better dip. So now it's been a few hours. I take my dip out the refrigerator. Before serving it or putting it on a platter, I go ahead, give it a nice stir. Now you can serve this if you have a nice big sourdough bread bowl. This dip can go perfect in a bread bowl, be served on a platter. You can serve it with tortilla chips. You can serve it with nice crostinis or la baguette, or also with nice pieces of sourdough. I've served mine as a part of a fresh veggie platter with bell pepper and carrots and broccoli. Well, I'm going to give y'all this first bite. Go ahead and take your bite. Now I'm going to take my bite and see how we did. Y'all, this dip has stood the test of time. From Super Bowl parties to baby showers to bridal showers to birthday parties. Well, I hope you give this recipe a try. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It's free. And if you like this video and appreciate the content, don't forget to show it some love. Give it a thumbs up and click share. Share this video with a friend or family. And don't forget to click that notification bell so you can come back and visit me again in my kitchen. And remember, it's always good when Dyvonne is cooking for the family. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.